Greetings and blessings, dear friends in the spirit. 111, it's Eddie Louisi. How are you? How was your week? Yesterday, we had a squall in New York, in Rockland County, and further north and west. And I was texting my three friends who are church musicians with me to see if they were safe to come. And everything was good. And I went outside, and my driveway was no snow on it. And I went around the side of my car. I had my guitar on my shoulder. I had a bag. I had a binder. I opened the door, and bang, down I fell. There was black ice, and I didn't see it. So my left leg and my left arm hurts a little bit. So be careful out there, right? Walk slowly. Check your footing before you go out. So I just had to share that, get it off my chest. So today's theme I'm calling Waves of Unity. This is Season 3, Episode 8 for you podcasters. Hello to all my Starpreneurs TV friends. How are you on Roku Television? And you YouTubers too. How are you, Facebook friends? I am going to read from Unity. The unity I see reflects the balance in my life. And this is dailyword.com. To realize unity in the world, I must first create unity inside myself. My anger sends out ripples of anger. Fear generates waves of fear. Peace and joy radiate outward too. Feelings and emotions are contagious. We all catch and spread them along. I am a creator of unity. When someone angers or hurts me, I have the bravery to look inside and see where similar behavior exists in me. Once I understand that I could be the cause of hurt or anger in others, I choose peace, I choose love, I choose unity. My decision to connect consciously with what I am contributing to the world affects others. One choice at a time, I create waves of unity others can feel, thus inspiring them to make waves of their own. And from John 17:23, I in them are you in me, that they may become completely one. So for you video people, I'm going to show a picture. For you podcasters, it's basically a dark photo with a hand out. And it looks like some rain or water might be dropping in that hand. Just a drop of kindness could make a big difference in a person's life. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good late night, depending on when you're watching this, listening to this. This is from scienceofmindmagazine.com. A bold vision for all. New thought does not require that we deny that war, disease, and poverty exist. What it does call us to do is to accept and know something higher and better for the world. We are called to imagine a world where each of us has all of our needs met. One of my favorite quotes of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is found in his Nobel speech in which he proclaimed, I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits. This is a bold vision for a world that leaves no one out. We are called to not only envision a life where we and our loved ones thrive and flourish, but we also are to join with others who share this vision to support a collective consciousness where love, compassion, and abundance are available to all. Many of us have seen the blessings of the one source expressed in our lives in so many ways. We are to use this consciousness of good to affirm the truth that the source that blessed us is also the same source that can bless all who are experiencing war, lack, and limitation around the world. We can affirm and claim love, compassion, peace, and abundance for all living beings, and if guided, take action to support its manifestation. And the affirmation is, we live on a loving and compassionate planet where all living beings thrive and flourish. I'm going to read from 3 Minutes a Day, Christopher Books. And it was interesting that I read that reading because that was May 2018. Like I said, I keep these papers in my folder. So over 3 years ago, and now with Russia and the Ukraine, this is a possibility. And I don't know when you're watching this video if the war has started or not. But God bless everybody. Bless them all. This is 3 Minutes a Day, Christopher Books, The Basis of Harmony. When he was conductor of the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, Arthur Rodzinski said, "In our orchestra, we have many nationalities, types, and temperaments. We have learned to forget individual likes, dislikes, and differences of temperament for the sake of music, to which we have dedicated our lives. I often wonder if we could not solve the world's problems on a similar basis of harmony. I think what a single individual in a symphony orchestra can accomplish," the famous maestro continued, "by giving up his individual traits and ambitions in the service of music. Suppose that in life you had the same all-embracing love for the whole of mankind, and for your neighbor in particular. Only when every one of us and every nation learns the secret of love for all mankind will the world become a great orchestra following the beat of the greatest conductor of all." And from Colossians 3:10-11, "The new self is being renewed in knowledge according to the image of its creator. In that renewal there is no longer Greek and Jew, but Christ is all and in all." And the little prayer, "God, help me to conduct my life in a way that brings more harmony in the world." And my dear friend Himansu, who's a missionary in India, he's a friend in the spirit, 111. There has been some persecution with him and his fellow missionaries. And he wrote to us, "Dear friends, how can we, help, and how can we, with the persecution, what can we do?" And I just wrote back, love with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Pray for those that persecute you. And it has to be difficult. I'm not a missionary and I'm not being persecuted. But there are people out there that are. So God bless you all. You're in my thoughts, prayers, and I pray things turn out for the best. My one advice is, if you want to be a missionary, and you don't have to be far away to be a missionary or an evangelist, or just to try to change souls to Christ or whatever religion you belong to. Just step back and observe and love, and don't push the river. The river flows naturally. You can introduce people to your faith, spirituality, to great movies, books, readings, but don't push it. But be there for people and love them, and in your quiet space, in your sacred silence, pray for them. This is received from Daily Practice, Sacred Readings and Meditation. In the school of life, difficult people are the faculty. They teach us our most important spiritual lessons, the lessons that we would be most unlikely to learn on our own. That was received from Mark I. Rosen. Thank you for being such a pain. That sounds like a really cool book. I might have to check that out. Thank you for being such a pain, dear friends in the Spirit 111. And you persecutors out there, thank you. See, I was saying love, 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 but be grateful too, right? Find things to be grateful for. And turn it around. Turn the beat around. Okay, no singing here. This is received from Neil Donald Walsh. On this day of your life, I believe God wants you to know that the tiniest gesture, a smile, a gentle look, a simple pat on the arm, a soft word can change a person's life. Before this day is out, you are going to have a chance to live in that possibility. Look, watch, see what this day brings you and be ready. If you believe I am exaggerating about this, please know that I am not. Someone is waiting for that smile, that look, that gesture from you right now. What do you suppose? Why? Why do you suppose you just read this? Do you think that this is a coincidence? Love, your friend Neil Donald Walsh. Every single moment of your life, pay attention, look around. See the people in your family, your community, neighbors, friends at work, in church, in the grocery store. And smile, right? Say something nice to somebody. Hold the door open. Let them in traffic. Because sometimes that little gesture could change their whole day, their whole life. So do it to me too. I need some smiles and gestures too. Thank you. So this is received, another one from dailyword.com. That's 2 in this message. But the reason I did that, because on the bottom of this, I wrote, Happy Valentine's Day. So I guess this past week was Valentine's Day, right? The 14th, and I'm recording this on the 20th. So I must have felt that this was a nice Valentine's Day. So I'm going to share this with all of you. And last year, I have 3 daughters and a wife that were all home last year. My son Andrew's in Berlin. But I got them all these big, big chocolate heart Valentine's chocolates. And, they said thanks and appreciative, but basically I ate all 4 boxes. It was awful. They said, Dad, you don't need to get those big boxes next year. We really don't need that. So in my phone, I have notes and stuff, and I wrote a note for 2022. Happy Valentine's Day. Do not get big hearts. Ask first. And so actually only Liz, my wife, and Ella were home because my other 2 daughters are in LA. So I said, what do you want? And Liz said, I just want to go out to dinner. I said, okay, that's a good thing. I get a gift too, right? And Ella said, just get me a Twix bar. I said, okay, baby. So this was a good Valentine's Day. It was kind of mellow, and I didn't have to do the whole thing of spending $50, $100 on roses and big Valentine's heart. It was very simple, and it was very nice and very beautiful. I generously share the love of God. Today, I commit to expressing the love that lives in me as I extend my heart generously and without hesitation. My heart is full and my love flows freely. I look for ways to share my kind words and actions. I may send a message to a dear one, bestow a heartfelt gift, and just let those who are dear to me know that I love them and they can count on me. I trust my loving gestures bless everyone around me. Likewise, I gratefully receive messages of love, taking them into my heart and feeling the warmth behind them. The source of all love is God. And I yellow highlighted that. So that could have been a theme of one of the talks, but It wasn't. I did more than unity. The source of all love is God, and I feel the divine presence in every tender word and kind action. I keep this truth alive every time I speak and act in love. And from John 13:34, I give you a new commandment that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you should love one another. And give chocolate. Not chocolate, chocolate. That was from Unity. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So, this is the last thing I'm reading. And if you look at the thing, I have several paragraphs here. This was a story that either somebody sent it to me via email or Facebook. I'm not sure. But at the end it says, be the church. So whoever sent this to me, thank you. Write a note, said it was me, Eddie. I sent it to you. I'm going to have a little drink of water first. So I have the Friends in the Spirit 111 mug here. I have the Grove Jesus Music mug over here. Over here, I have the Blessed mug. I got a lot of mugs, and I got this mug. Okay. And if you haven't heard of the Grove Jesus Music, check it out. Go on Spotify, go what other audio platforms that you might have, and check it out. Beautiful music. Co-written, co-produced by Sherry Thrower. She's the founder, creator of the Grove Jesus Music. And my music was introduced through Sherry, through a friend, Dennis, down in South Africa. And it played last Sunday. And it was so awesome to hear my music on the radio. And Roger and Lucky worked on that song, produced, played on it, sang on it. So blessings to you all. Thank you. More music to come in 2022. Okay, I'm going to read the story, and then I'll give my little rap if I have anything to say, and then I'm done. His name is Tom. He has wild hair. Okay, we got to stop. Because yesterday on Facebook, when I woke up, my hair was like really big. I took a picture and posted it. I let you guys have fun with it. So maybe his name is Ed, and he has wild hair. No, his name is Tom. He has wild hair, wears a T-shirt with holes in it. Hold on. Could you see this shirt? It has a hole in it. Maybe somebody wrote the story about me and they're just trying to make me feel good. He has a T-shirt with holes in it, jeans, and flip-flops. I don't wear flip-flops, though. Okay, so it's not me. This was literally his wardrobe for his 4 years of high school. He is brilliant. Kind of odd in his worldview and perspective, but he is very, very bright. He became a Christian during his junior year of high school when a fellow student shared her faith with him. Across the street from the high school campus is a modern, conservative, and active church. They work hard to develop ministries to the students, but the process is constantly changing and a challenge. One Sunday, Tom decides to go visit the church. He walks in with no shoes, jeans, his T-shirt, and wild hair. The service has just started, so Tom starts down an aisle looking for a seat. The church is pretty full, and Tom doesn't want to invade anyone's territory. As he makes his way up the aisle, people are looking a bit uncomfortable, but no one says anything. Tom gets closer and closer to the front, and rather than bother anyone, he just squats down on the carpet in front of the first row of chairs and makes himself comfortable. Because this is so out of the norm, people who see Tom sitting up front on the floor become uncomfortable. About the time Tom gets settled in, the pastor realizes that one of the deacons, who is sitting toward the back of the auditorium, has gotten up from his seat and is making his way toward the front, and specifically toward Tom. Dum, 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 dum. He's a godly man, very dignified and respected, wearing a suit and tie as he walks with his cane, his silver hair neatly combed and his Bible under his arm. You can't blame him for what he is about to do. How can you expect a man of his age and of his background to understand some barefoot teenager with long hair, blue jeans, and a t-shirt who has walked in and thinks it is somehow acceptable to just sit on the floor in front of everyone? It takes what seems like a long time for the deacon to reach the front where Tom is seated. The church is completely silent except for the whispers in the congregation. All eyes are focused on the front. Everyone is glad this one senior adult deacon has taken matters into his own hands. Even the pastor is frozen in the moment with mixed emotions and thoughts running through his mind and heart. Then suddenly God showed up. When this elderly deacon gets to where Tom is seated, he ever slowly and carefully kneels down beside Tom, then lays his cane and his Bible on the floor and sits down to worship beside Tom so he won't be sitting alone. Everyone chokes up with emotion. The deacon doesn't say a word. He just gently reaches out his hand to shake Tom's. In that moment, although nothing is said, much is communicated. When the pastor is able to speak, he simply says, "What I am about to preach, you will never remember. What you have just seen, you will never forget." We are called to be the church. So, dear friends in the Spirit 111, waves of unity, waves of love, waves of compassion, waves of non-judgment. That's all it is, right? Waves of unity, smiling, helping people, being compassionate, sitting down with somebody that needs somebody to sit with them. That's it. Helping people in any way that you could possibly help them. And as you know, when you do good, good comes back to you. And you don't do good just because you need good. You do good to be good and to do good things. And it does come back. Blessings do come back. My dear friend Robin Roberts said, be blessed so you could be a blessing to others. All right? And I have blessed on my arm. And I am blessed in certain ways, in all ways. And, there's always, even in the blessings, there's some bad stuff, good, evil, ups and downs. But try to see the good. Try to see the good in everything. Try to see that silver lining. Yesterday, I fell on the black ice. How do I see the good? Well, I didn't hit my head. I didn't have to go to the emergency room. Nothing's broken. It startled me, and I do have some pain. So it's going to take a few days, but try to see the good in it. And I pray, and I prayed for others that doesn't happen to them. So dear friends in the Spirit 111, I love you guys. I thank you. There are some of you personally that I am in contact with. Some of you just see me in videos and hear my voice. Some of you, are co-workers or family members who I haven't seen in a while. But through the love of Christ, the love of God, I love you guys. Stay blessed and a blessing. Share your faith with family and friends. Cue the Spirit. Namaste. Thank you for listening.